G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. So right now you're looking at footage from my stream the other day where I opened my banquet rewards. And part of that was opening 2 rank 4 gems. Now the first gem we got here was tech. And we'll get to that tech gem later. Because I do have a lot of champs, as you'll see on the thumbnail of this video, that I can take to rank 4 and I want to take to rank 4. However, we can only use it on one champion. And then we did also open the second gem, of course, in a sec. So here we go, second crystal slowing down now. And we almost got another tech one, but we actually got science. So I'm definitely happy that we got 2 different gems, of course. And I did decide to actually use the science gem straight away because there is a champion I've been wanting to rank 4 for a while. I did want to rank 4 him, but then we got Spot. But we ranked 4 Mr. Fantastic, and I couldn't be happier. This guy is one of my favorite champions. One champion that, like Dr. Octopus, I'm very, very comfortable with. Like a Mega Red as well. These are champions I'm very, very comfortable with, so to have them at rank 4 as a 6-star is very good. But this video is not about Mr. Fantastic. This video is about the tech gem. So if we have a look at our tech 6-stars here, we have a lot of options, great options for this rank 4 gem. We have Warlock right there in the top row, amazing rank 4. You know, the infection is such a valuable part of his kit. I almost ranked 4 Vision as a meme, but no, it's not going to be Vision, unfortunately, if that's what you want. It's not going to be BA10 2099. Ghost is an amazing rank 4, her guaranteed crits, extra damage. She's great with suicides, which I run a lot. She's great for Alliance War and Battlegrounds. Guardian was also a consideration. He's great in Battlegrounds as a dual threat, a great attacker, pretty good defender as well in a lot of metas. But also one champ that I'm not totally comfortable with yet. And then Punisher 2099 was the other real option here. It was really down to those 4. I know Ozfan, who's watched some of my videos, he's a massive fan of Punisher 2099, has him rank 4. I was so close to using this rank 4 gem on Punisher 2099. I was so close. While we take Ghost to 6200 here. Yeah, Punisher 2099 is an amazing champion. The extra rank really is helpful for the extra combat power rate. It makes him makes the special one spamming rotation much easier because you get more combat power rate. You're able to cycle special ones quicker and upkeep the battery in overpower for longer, which is great because that's how he gets a lot of his damage in. But it's not going to be Punisher, it's not going to be Guardian. So it's really down to Ghost or Warlock. By the way, Ozfan, Punisher 2099 will be my next rank 4. It won't be this one, but he will be my next tech rank 4. Not necessarily the next rank 4, but he will be my next tech rank 4, I promise you that. But it's not going to be him today. It's not going to be Guardian. So it was down to Warlock or Ghost. Really tough decision. Both are amazing champions. I have Nimrod already at rank 4, and also Dr. Octopus at rank 4. But I'll show you which one I did take to rank 4. Okay, so I have my 6-star tech sorted by rank at the moment from bottom to top. So the top ranks are at the bottom. So you can see all my rank 1 techs are at the top. We scroll down and you'll see Ghost is still there with the rank 3s. And Warlock is right at the bottom. We took Warlock to rank 4. And I am already super happy with this rank up. I'm really happy I chose Warlock over Ghost for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I'll just show you, we've done a couple of Battlegrounds fights. I haven't done this meta too much. I haven't played this meta too much yet, but I think I have a few fights with Warlock. Yeah, so this was right after rank 4 in Warlock. We took on a rank 3 Mephisto. I don't think it was a high Sig Mephisto, but just using parry heavy and throwing a special 2 at 10 charges, you basically instantly armor break the first armor, and then you also get a second armor break from the second Shiden armor on the last hit of the special 2. So you basically take, I don't think you might take a little bit of power burn damage, but it's only like 1 hit. He's really actually quite good for this meta. And also the infections make Mephisto's healing completely redundant. And then we also took on this Domino here. Again, I don't think this was a super high Sig Domino, but we basically did the same strategy. It was basically just parry heavy and then throw a special 2 at 10 hits. Now, because most of this damage, I'm pretty sure was just crit fail damage. We weren't running suicides, so Rank 4 Warlock can hit really hard. You know, even without suicides. A lot of people claim that he does need suicides to do really good damage, but that's not true at all, especially in content where the opponents have willpower. So you may be wondering, Steel, why Warlock? Why not Ghost? Ghost is arguably the best champion in the game, still, or at least the best tech champion in the game. And I agree with you. I still think she's the best tech champion in the game. What she can do is insane. Guaranteed crits. Can shrug pretty much any damaging debuff. She has... The phasing is insane. You can do whole fights in really hard content without taking any damage. She's an amazing champion. But there are a couple of reasons why I went for Warlock. Now, when ranking up a champion, I like to look at the content I'm doing. And the relevant content in the game right now is Alliance War and Battlegrounds. Those are the two most relevant pieces of content in the game. Now, Ghost is amazing attacker for both of those game modes. Absolutely. She can destroy champions, especially in metas where the node's better for her. Like even this meta in the next few weeks, we've got week 3 Hazard Shift and week 4 Power Shield. She's going to be one of the best champions for both of those metas. But the reason I went for Warlock is because he has something that Ghost doesn't, and that's the Infection. Now, the Infection is an incredibly powerful ability, and when it comes to Alliance War and Battlegrounds, the one thing that you have in common with those game modes is that your opponents, well, the champions you're fighting have masteries, and in a large majority of those fights, one of those masteries will be willpower. I'd say, you know, in Alliance War and Battlegrounds, across those two game modes, you'll be fighting champions that are running willpower at least 90 to 95% of the time, probably. Willpower is just such a good mastery that everyone's running it. And Warlock can completely shut it down. And it's just something that's going to be an ability that really has... It's really like future-proof. Like, it's going to be an ability that's going to be so valuable for so long. That's why Warlock's been an amazing, like, relevant champion for... I don't know how long he's been out. At least 3 years, right? Now, Ghost has been a relevant champion for even more, but that's for different reasons. But Warlock, for Battlegrounds, especially this week, well, not just this week, but most weeks, he's an amazing attacker. He's also a pretty good defender as well, and that's not something you can say about Ghost. So a Warlock's ability to be a dual threat in Battlegrounds is a really handy thing to have. You know, because a lot of champions, when you're using champions offensively, you'll be running willpower a lot for a lot of free healing from debuffs, non-damage debuffs, and Warlock can, unless you have a lot of buffs, Warlock can really punish you for that. Now, when we talk about the power drain from willpower, which is so strong, a lot of people might compare that to Rocket Raccoon, who just got buffed, and a lot of people might ask, oh, you did. Why not rank up Rocket Raccoon? He's like got better damage, right? Okay, so there's a couple reasons why I prefer Warlock over Rocket Raccoon, and they're pretty obvious reasons, but I'll just go over them. So the first thing that we have to look at is his health pool. Now, Warlock's health, now this is obviously going to be a lot higher at rank 4. It's 45,000, and like if we look at, say, our other tech rank 4s, Nimrod has probably a bit more. Oh, he has less. He has 43,000. And Doc Ock probably has even less than that, 41,000. Now, Rocket Raccoon, now keep in mind, this is only a rank 2. So, in fact, we probably should compare 3 stars. But Rocket Raccoon at rank 2 has half that. Now, well, actually, yeah, let's just look at the 3 stars just for a more even comparison. So, a 3-star Rocket at max rank has 900... I was looking at attack. Okay, let's start over. Okay. 3-star Rocket has 4,294 health. A 3-star Warlock has 6,158 health. That's like 50% more health right there. That's not insignificant at all. So while Warlock is while Rocket Raccoon is a great attacker, and if we look at his SIG ability, which is really the key to his kit, if we look at his SIG ability here, while the opponent is under the effect of an unbroke debuff, they are passively heal blocked. Whenever the opponent would gain health from regeneration, they are inflicted with a power drain debuff, draining 2% of their current power over half a second for each armor break debuff on them. Now, and Salve Mastery removed, same as Warlock. So that is really powerful, right? 2% health every half a second per armor break. And you can get a lot of armor breaks with Rocket. You can basically have the power drain permanent, because once you get one armor break, it's actually really easy to stack a few on and keep an armor break active the whole fight. And Warlock, sorry, I keep messing them up. Rocket has great damage, you know, he has such a good crit rate. His scrap is a really cool ability. Makes him really good when fighting metal champions. Not the same as like Magneto or Medusa for robots, but still not bad. And he does have a little bit of resistance, but that still I don't think makes up for his lack of health. He has the lowest base health pool in the game, and Warlock actually has one of the highest. I'm pretty sure still. Let me just quickly check that actually. Okay, I was probably overselling it a bit. He's 130th per health pool, so it puts him around the middle. But yeah, it's still a lot more than Rocket, as we saw. Now, Warlock's power drain is good. It's actually probably arguably not as good as Rocket. Like if we look at the infection, it's actually 5% of their current power. So I think Rocket's was max power, or it might be current. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, their current power. Okay, so it is the same. So basically you need, this is only C20, I'm not sure how it scales, but you need at least 2 or 3 armor breaks to get the same level of power drain that Warlock has. Now that doesn't take too long to get up, but it's still, I think it's longer than, you know, what Warlock does, which is just a few parries and a few hits. Like you can get up to 1 infection really, really quickly with Warlock. And you can keep that power drain constant with your bleeds against non-bleed immunes. And the special 2 armor breaks, they last quite a long time. Even the stun debuff is pretty good. So yeah. And also, obviously, what Warlock has that Rocket doesn't is the ability to cause problems as a defender, because the infection is pretty unavoidable if you don't have chance with a lot of buffs, but it's easy to avoid getting armor broken by Rocket. You just don't get hit, right? So yeah, I think Warlock is still clearly a much better champion than Rocket. Rocket definitely has his uses. I think if you don't have a Warlock, Rocket can still do some cool things. I still haven't know too much about Rocket. I've seen some cool things, but I don't think he's in the same. I don't think he's on the same, even on the same level as Warlock still. Okay, so this really takes me back to late 19, early 2020 when I was making my way through Act 6.2, one of the toughest pieces of content in the game. And back then we didn't have champion selectors. Ugh, no, skipping that. But yeah, Mr. Sinister, this boss in Act 6, Chapter 2, Quest 2, one of the toughest bosses. At one point, arguably the toughest boss in the game. He doesn't have any more. He used to have EMP mod, but he's so weak now. But Caustic Tempo is also the other problem node. The defender has a 50% chance to inflict poison when struck, dealing 15% of the attacker's max health over 10 seconds. And if you don't have any fury buffs, the defender takes 90% less damage. So you need poison immunity and access to fury. Now, when I did this back in the day, my best option was like a 5-star rank 4 Hyperion. So he could technically do the fight, but it was so sketchy, especially because he was just feeding EMP mod. But now that node's not even there anymore. So this fight's going to be peanuts for Warlock. I did use Warlock, I think, for a bit during exploration. I also used Cap Infinity War, I think, with his full synergy team. But yeah, let's see just how quickly he does this at rank 4. The guy only has 335,000 health. That's like half of barely any health. That's like 60% of the health you see on path fights in Act 8 these days. It's like nothing. Yeah, just again, like the rate you get infection is just so much quicker compared to Rocket Raccoon, I think. I don't want to make this video about like comparing Warlock to Rocket Raccoon, because I think Warlock's still clearly better. I think most of you guys will agree. Oops, we triggered an Incinerate there. Hopefully we don't do that on our mediums, but we are going to do that on our heavies, it looks like. In fact, we might do that on a special 2 as well. So let's just stick to basic attacks. This is going to be a nice test. Because you do get an incinerate if you reach like 5% of his base health on one hit, which is clearly what the heavy did when it crit. Nice special 2 decks. And we can see we do no damage when we don't have the Fury. But when we trigger the poison, we get a Fury. That's from the Vision synergy. I'll put a picture of that synergy up on the screen for you guys there, in case you don't remember it. But yeah, 14k mediums with the Fury and Suicides. And he goes down really quickly. How quick was that? That felt like minute 30 or something. Minute 19. So yeah, pretty quick. Only 63 hits. He just monsters that fight. That Incinerate did a lot of our health. Holy shit. Yeah. Warlock is really fun. He's really easy to use as well. That's I think that's good to have in some of your rank 4s. You don't need to have all the complicated champs like Spot and Tigra, and there's others as well that I'm not thinking of. Just having a simple champ like Warlock at rank 4 is really nice to have. So I'm really happy with my rank 4 roster at the moment. I'll post a list up here. That's the order. That's the order I took my rank 4s up, in case you guys are interested. I'm going to keep that going in future videos as I take rank 4s up. And yeah, there we go. There's the 12 I have right now. And I'm not sure who my next one will be. I don't really have many rank 4 materials in my inventory at the moment. I have just under 1 tier 6 basic, and I have about 1.5 tier 3 alpha, because we did get a bit more tier 3 alpha than tier 6 basic from our greater banquet crystals. Yeah, as far as tier 5 CC goes, we're nice and healthy on skill, and we're getting close to a second on science and also mutant. So one champ that I really want to rank 4 and also awaken is my boy Blade. I did a video on him a few days ago in Alliance War from my buddy DSC's, his rank 3 Blade. So I definitely want to awaken and rank 4 Blade. I do have a generic awakening gem that has, one is definitely going to be for Blade. But yeah, there's a lot of champions I could rank 4. Mutant, I definitely probably want to rank for either Domino or Archangel. Kitty Pride's also an option. Science, we did just take up Mr. Fantastic, but there's a couple other good Science rank 4s that we could do. Immortal Abomination, definitely the standout for that bunch for me. Spider-Ham could also be a cool rank 4. I love using Spider-Ham. We do also have a Scorpion there. Titania, Anti-Venom. There's a couple of cool rank 4s that we could do, but yeah, probably gonna take a little bit of a break from rank 4 enchants for a while, but there is some pretty significant content coming soon. Gauntlet, Eternity of Pain, yeah, fun things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about rank 4 Warlock. Do you have a rank 4 Warlock? Would you guys have gone with Ghost instead? There's no shame with going for Ghost, I don't think, but yeah, she's gonna stay at rank 3 for a while for me. Punisher 2099 is my next tank rank 4, but that won't be happening just yet. But yeah, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.